Morning, Nick Appleyard, CEO and President of TriStar Gold. This morning I thought I'd just run through today's press release, just touch on the high points very quickly, just to make sure everyone understands what we were saying and understands how important this is. It's a big release for us, so we had a few points we wanted to get out. First one foremost was we are very, very proud still of our relationship and our partnership with Royal Gold. They have now made their final payment of $1.5 million, which now entitles them to a 1.5% NSR in the Castello de Sonhos project, plus nearly 20 million warrants at a strike price of 25 cents for the next 5 years. But this is a really good thing for us. It puts us in a very strong financial position. Our bank account is healthy right now. We have all the working capital we need for the next 12 months or so. And at a time when cash is hard to find, this is a very good position to be in, and we are very thankful to Royal Gold for that. The second point in today's press release was the advance in permitting. SEMAS, which is the Pará State Authority for the Environment, have authorized our terms of reference for our studies. This defines our agreement with them on how we will study both the environment and the social community aspects of the project, how we will report that information to them, and then those reports will be the basis for our application for our environmental license, our installation license, and then finally our operating license. So this is a major milestone, a major step forward, and again we're very thankful for SEMAS for allowing us to do it in a unified manner. It doesn't always work like that. Quite often they're advanced as individual concessions, which doesn't make sense in this situation because they are contiguous. It's one ore body, one process, one project. So they've said, okay, terms of reference applies for these two concessions, and that is the two concessions which straddle our whole mineral resource base. So it is a really good major milestone for us and a big step forward. The third point in our press release this morning was drill results from the infill drilling. The drill program is going really well. We're now done well over 17,000 meters of our 20,000 meter program. We anticipate finishing in April with the RC rig, right on target, all going really well. Results, as you may have seen through previous months, have all been on track, exactly where we expect them to be. No real big surprises. Good results, solid, and what we want and what we need to upgrade the inferred resource to indicated, and then use that as a basis for our pre-feasibility study, which will hopefully then generate them into proven and probable reserves. So just the results we've put out in here, the highlights. Should point out the full list of all results are available on our website, as are cross sections showing where these lie on a section relating to other drill holes. So we just highlighted a few. We've shown here that we have some little broad intersections. I think we have 27 meters at 0.7 grams a ton. Nice thick intersections with higher grade zones in between, but big thick zones of good grade. We've also got 7 or 8 meter intersections there at around about what we expect to be the production grade out of an open pit at Castello de Sonhos. I think we have 7 meters at 1.6, 8 meters at 1.3 grams a ton. Again, nice wide zones, good grades, what we want to be seeing. There is one spectacularly high grade in this set of results, 1 meter at 160 grams per ton, which averages out in the zoned 8 meters at around 20 grams a ton. This one is interesting. When I first saw it, I'm like, you know what, high grades, you get lucky sometimes. You get a bit of speck of gold goes into the right bag at the lab and you get a spectacularly high grade. But I did look at this on the cross section, and what I found interesting was adjacent to this, the 3 or 4 intersections around this intersection were all similar thicknesses. There's 5, 7, 8, 9 meters wide, all with high grade at the base of that intersection, which feeds in nicely, makes sense from a paleoplacer situation. You've got a conglomerate, the base of the conglomerate is where the most gold is. So even this grade being spectacularly high is unrealistic. I mean, it really is. But the other grades all around it, they all had a high grade base. So this does give us information that allows us to understand the deposit, model the deposit, predict the deposit, and that means turn the deposit into a business plan that'll work. So that's what I really liked on this, even though the high grade was 160 grams a ton. I'm not going to tell anyone we're going to get those grades. That's unrealistic. But it was really nice to see a wide zone, 8 meters, with a high grade base to it, with drill holes around it, 3 or 4 intersections the closest to it, all had 5, 6, 7, 8 meters with a high-grade base to them, which tells you it's not a complete fluke. It's a fluke. The grade's maybe a bit higher than the others, but it means something. It's there. It's gold there. There is a high-grade base to the conglomerate in that area, and that's nice. And as I said, we can model it, we can then predict from it, and you can turn it into a business plan and make money from it. The last point in the press release was on how COVID-19 virus could impact TriStar. We are seeing some impacts. We would like some international consultants to be travelling to site from Canada, from South Africa, from Chile right now as part of the PFS. That obviously can't happen. International travel is pretty well at a standstill. So there'll be some temporary delays until we can get those consultants that we need into site. But that's all that'll be, is some temporary delays. Apart from that, drilling is ongoing. The RC rig is still turning because the site's isolated. We anticipate finishing the RC infill drill program during April. Aspects of the pre-feasibility study will advance that can be done remotely, can be done by desktop. The aspects of the permitting work, now that the terms of reference have been agreed, will continue what can be done from desktop. And importantly, I think critically, the gold spot discoveries work is advancing. All of that is remote work done from people's offices in Canada and in the US. That work is advancing. So keep an eye out for news coming out of that over the next 2 to 4 weeks. That's all from me. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, please email us at info@tristargold.com, visit the website, and we look forward to hearing from you.